Alright, so it's a double blind pick. Do you guys want a double blind? Which is basically you each tell me who you're going to play, and then I tell you, and you go. So no one has an advantage.
Say the names on 3.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Okay.
I only did that because you've been playing different characters. You've been playing every fucking character. So the most fair thing was to do a double blind.
All right.
Spooky, scary skeleton stage.
Well, we got James Sun going up against Ryan Grigs-b. Grigs-b going back to Wolf, and Sun pulling out his snake.
Wow. Son, come on.
Please, be mature here. Anyway, back to the match. We see Grigs-b is trailing just a little bit. I mean, it's pretty much even at this point. I'm trying to think who has the advantage here. It's pretty even, honestly. Snake's heavy. He's got a lot of projectiles. Wolf's got the reflector.
Yeah. The thing about Snake is, like, he is projectile heavy, but he doesn't usually use them in the same ways as other characters, right? Like, the reflector doesn't do that much because the way that he's often using his projectiles is to safeguard himself. He's dropping them on himself and then shielding, or he's dropping them while you're comboing him, so you get blown out of the combo and can't continue hitting him.
Or you're off stage where if you throw out the reflector, you're just gonna die.
Right. So I don't think the reflector does all that much for Grigs-b in this matchup, but I think more the point is just Wolf's raw power in a lot of his smashes are going to come out. And the fact that while Snake has an insane recovery, he's got a very punishable recovery. But I think that is actually a disadvantage for Grigs-b, because as Wolf has a hard time getting back on stage, I can't see him going very far off the stage to punish a recovery by Sun, other than maybe a back air here and there if Sun goes above the stage.
And Wolf really likes to do the down smash at the ledge, and that's not really going to work against the UAV because it has a hitbox on top.
Right, so you're going to get hit.
You're going to get hit. He's usually going to recover above you, drop down a C4 or a grenade. So you're not really going to be able to do that.
I mean, this is neck and neck.
Yeah.
I'd commentate more on like what's actually happening, except for the fact that here we are listing out the pros and cons. They seem to weigh each other out, and sure enough, it's dead even.
Yeah, I mean, this is anyone's game at this point. They're pretty much trading explosions. So Snake can crawl underneath the blaster, but you are kind of crouched down there. You don't have a lot of good moves out of that.
Right.
You got to stand up to do any of your attacks.
Another interesting thing about the rocket that you see Snake sending out is, you might be thinking like, well, why doesn't Wolf just send that back? With his reflector, at any time while Snake is controlling that rocket, he can actually let it drop by holding shield. And if he holds shield, it basically just falls to the ground. It's no longer under his control, and the player can control Snake again. So it's almost like a bait. He uses this against me a lot when we're playing Falco. He'll throw it out, knowing that I want to reflect it, but by the time I get in position and reflect it, he's already dropped it. It no longer has any advantage for him. I reflect it, but it's not going to hit him, and then he comes in and punishes that.
Oh, that was a nice down smash. Covered a lot of stuff there.
That was really good.
Takes the lead for now.
This is a considerable lead. I mean, Wolf is a heavy enough character that he's probably not going to die until like 120, 130.
Well, he's an up tilt or a Nikita way out.
Yeah, there you go. 17% though, that's not nothing. They're
No.
about the same weight class. Snake's a little bit heavier, right?
Snake is actually pretty heavy.
A lot heavier. Okay.
He can live a long time, which looking at him you don't think it, but he's pretty thick.
Right, especially combined with their amazing recovery that he has. Fun fact for people at home, if you don't know this, Snake has those grenades you keep seeing him throw out. He's also got a mine that he can place anywhere. That can be placed on the stage and detonated at any time. It can also be placed on another character. We don't see that very often, but the main use that you might see at some point in these 3 or 5 matches is Snake can actually drop that while he's off stage and detonate it. The blast will hit him, and he'll get another chance to recover. It's pretty cool, and it seems like a really high-level tech. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah. Though he is getting close to the percentage where if he does that, he might kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's becoming less and less of an option for him right now.
Yeah, I think past 120, 130, it's pretty much death. You got to
Yeah.
DI it pretty well and be
You could
right
probably,
at
if
the
you
edge
did
of
it
bison.
if you did it under the stage, you might be able to tech it under the stage and
Right.
then up B to get back. But you got to be really confident in your teching abilities to do
Yeah.
that. We're seeing a lot of explosions, a lot of camping here. Oh,
There we go. That'll end it.
Red, how he was going to get up from the ledge and takes game 1.
Good showing from both players. That move that Grigs-b threw out at the end with the purple claws, Wolf's it's forward tilt, right? Catches you at the ledge.
That might have been his down smash.
Super strong.
That looked like it could have been his down smash. at
Perhaps.
The ledge. Was,
I think it was his forward tilt where he comes
Yeah.
in. No, I mean, learning from past experiences, you just got to
Yes.
assume that
you can
Jameson
ban any 2 stages on that page.
Probably Final Destination.
choosing out the stages. Cool. So from past experiences, you've basically got to assume that Jameson's going to swap characters, right? He hasn't stayed a character this
He hasn't
whole
stayed
tournament,
one,
and we haven't seen a Snake before, so I don't know how many he has left. Does he have any?
He'll probably go back to something, especially since he's down a game. I do think we'll see him switching, just because that wasn't really a convincing performance with the
Right.
Snake. But it'll be interesting to see. So Grigs-b's going to pick his character first. We'll probably see him go back to the Wolf. 'Cause
I bet I know who he picks. I'm gonna point at him so they can't see, but you know.
okay, yeah. Oh, so he's going Captain Falcon first.
We'll see. Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that
Oh.
makes sense.
Have we seen the Ganon yet?
Yes.
Okay. So you were right. He's not sticking with Snake, but he's going back to somebody we've seen.
Yeah, and in this matchup, I think this is the way to go. I mean, they're like semi-echoes of each other. They're not true echo fighters
Right.
in Ultimate, but they have a lot of the same moves. Falcon obviously much faster, Ganon hitting harder. But I think Sun's got more experience with the Ganon. I mean, a good Doria and Falcon's going to go off the stage to his death.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you that I think the advantage lies in
Well, I
Sun's
mean,
court.
just right there it is.
Yeah. I think namely because, like, Falcon can move a lot faster, but Sakurai gave
Ooh,
Ganon
misjudged it.
a lot of tools in this game to throw out attacks fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So a lot of times fighting a Ganondorf in this game, you'll see him just trade, and that's enough for Ganon in every scenario, pretty much. Against every character, that's a good trade
I
for
mean,
Ganon.
we've seen him land like 5 hits, and the Falcon's at 91. Oh, he tries to go with the Reeve with the up tilt there.
sick
getting a little
spot
gritty.
dodge.
Greedy roll, gets him with the follow-up, reads the landing, gets the knee, the elbow.
Nice tech.
Oh.
Grigs-b
But
has
Grigs-b-
been on point with these techs, with these spot dodges. He's feeling Sun's rhythm that he's playing at. He's spot dodging and rolling at the right times.
Yep. I mean, this is just a great performance overall from both of these guys. Oh, the
There we
knee!
go. So he's up
And
for one of the
Grigsby
first
turns it
times in
around,
this
but
match. And still living.
still
Great
living.
DI.
Sun's got to find the stock pretty quickly. Doesn't want to get that far
Sun's,
behind.
Sun's
Tries
starting
to
to
read
get the
the up.
reads.
Gets
Grigsby spot
punched.
dodged right on his rhythm, and he waited, and he said, "Not yet, now." And he got him.
Guess he's gonna want to try to get some extra credit here.
There's some
Ooh,
clings.
nice. He's getting some damage, and
He is. So this is still 2-1. This is all
yeah, no,
free
this
damage
is
for
all
Grigsby.
good. Grigsby could take this stock if he plays it right. Sun trying to find something, but Grigsby outplaying him really.
I'm doubling down on my word. I think Ganon has the advantage in this matchup, but Grigsby's just playing out of his mind right now.
Sun's trying to find something. I mean, anything will really kill the Falcon at this point. He just needs to find it. Goes for Doria. He was looking for the kill there.
I heard a cool thing in a Smash video recently. They said, every character has advantages and disadvantages, and they called out Ganondorf. They said, for instance, Ganondorf has one of the most insane powerhouse hitboxes ever.
Oh,
Just
the
that's
elbow!
insane.
Two.
They said at any given time, the amount of places he can hit and how much damage he can do is just like perfect. His problem is he has a hard time bringing that box to you.
Yeah.
And we were seeing that certainly in that last stock. He was throwing out a lot of stuff. Anything would have killed.
But yeah, you
And,
just couldn't find the end. Took too much damage
Yep.
getting into that. And we're going to run it back. Grigs-b's gonna get... Oh, no. Yeah, Grigs-b has to pick first. So we're going to see if he's gonna go back to the Wolf or stick with the Falcon. As we know, Sun's got a lot of characters he can play. Oh, he's going to go Sonic, maybe?
Interesting.
So,
Peace, dude.
Alright, so given the Sonic, it'll be interesting to see what Sun pulls out. I'm personally thinking either, you can see this, either this one or this one to try to keep up with him.
Yeah, I really have no idea. I think if it were me,
Yep.
hard read, dude.
Yep.
You win. Print you out a commentator trophy.
I mean, because he's got to keep up with the Sonic speed, man.
I guess I would have personally, I think, stuck with Ganon because Sonic is
slow.
but he's so light, right? Like 1 or 2 hits. But I guess that was the same thing with Falcon,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Sonic's not significantly heavier or lighter rather than Falcon, and
Yeah.
he had a tough time with that.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. You keep the speed on him. You got a decent projectile to kind of keep him away. You got good aerials. Sonic's recovery is very vertical, very linear. You got the thunder to keep him away.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the right call here in terms of the matchup. I'm surprised Grigs-b went to the Sonic on the game 3. I think it's because he's trying to keep mixing up Sun so that he can't get a full download on him. So he switched he switched his character every single game. So he's really just trying to keep Sun from learning any of his habits.
I will say, I mean, out of all the competitors we have here, that is certainly something that Sun excels at. He will find things that you are doing and exploit them, and we even saw that within the last 3 stocks of last game. We were talking about Grigs-b having that rhythm down, spot dodging, missing all that attacks, and then you started seeing in
Did
the
you
third
see
stock-
that there? That was uncharacteristic.
I didn't. I was getting
Death.
excited.
Yeah, no, the Pikachu just kind of fell to his death.
Was it a missed connection to the up B, perhaps?
I guess. I'm not really sure what happened.
Maybe he fast fell instead of down
yeah.
B, perhaps. That's unfortunate.
I think he was trying something that just didn't work out well for him. But that's very, very good for Grigs-b here, trying to close this out in this game 3, trying to get one of those special light-up trophies here.
So it's currently 1-1. Is that correct?
No, it's 2-0 Grigs-b.
2-0 Grigs-b?
Yes.
I thought last game was the first one that he won.
No, he won the first one.
Oh my goodness, I'm so confused. Okay, cool.
That's why this is so pivotal. That's why.
Wolf and Snake. Yeah, you're right, because he finished it with the forward tilt, and
Yep.
then we were arguing about forward tilt or down or down smash.
Yep.
You're right. Okay.
So Sun's got to find this stock, man. I mean, Sonic live into 165. You don't see that every day of the week.
See, this is exactly what I was
There
saying
you
about
go. There's the forward
the
smash.
dwarf, right? Is that Pikachu has limited kill options. Sometimes, same problem with Falco a lot. When you get somebody past 130, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's hard to get your combos. It's tough.
So I mean, 74 is not too bad for Pikachu, especially if you can start landing some stuff. You can game Sonic's recovery. This is still anyone's game. As
That
you can
was
see,
a sick tech.
Yeah, I mean, we were already back at 80 to 59 here.
Yeah, both stocks. What a change.
Yeah,
Good
I think
on Sun
Sun's
for bringing it back.
figuring out how to deal with Sonic here, how to kind of keep him away a little bit more. Dodges through the roll of Sonic, gets hit there though.
This might be, assuming that the first stock went kind of quickly because of the accidental SD, this might be one of the longer matches that we see this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking it down. We're at 3.5 minutes, so we've gone through half the time here.
That was a sick dodge. Grigs-b is
Grigs-b's feeling
on
it.
a rhythm.
He was clearly up late last night playing against some CPUs. That or he might just play better when he's got some whiskey in him, I think. I mean, there's people. He's hit the Balmer peak of Smash. I think that's what we're seeing right now.
It's nuts to take a look at what we're seeing and kind of take a step back and realize that throughout this whole tournament, Sun has not played the same character back to back.
That is true.
It makes you think about the implications of that. Is it intentional? Is it his own game that you're talking about? Does he believe that this is the best strategic option to throw his opponents off, or you think this is all just a game?
I think up until he was down, it was a game to him.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's down, he's trying to figure out the best counter pick.
You did see him take... There we go.
3-0.
Grigs-b taking it over Sun.
All right, and so with that, I'll update the bracket here real quick on my phone, if it'll let me. Please smash GG. Let me update the bracket.
Are we fighting? Are we IRL fighting?
Yes. And with that, in losers finals, we have James Nitch versus Grigs-b.